Yes, people, you don't know Yetibas from Yetibas TV. So, right now, I feel say Vybz Kartel should be on trial for this, but not for murder. Alright? As I can say, Vybz Kartel can be found guilty of this, but not for murder. So, what is Yetibas talking about? Alright? It's like the only thing I see Vybz Kartel guilty of, because you don't know some people always try to paint a bad picture of Vybz Kartel, even though Vybz Kartel do so much good. But the only thing I see Vybz Kartel guilty of is helping young artists. Helping young artists to reach them goal. That is the only thing I feel so Vybz Kartel should be on trial for, because that's the only thing I see Vybz Kartel guilty of. Alright? Well, in the business, which is dancer business, you already know how things go already say. Most of these artists don't like to help young talent. If you is not somebody who important or you already go viral, or you is a friend or of a friend, or we can exploit a career, is like definitely you not get help from certain artists. But Vybz Kartel is always found guilty of helping other artists. Some people like it, some people don't like it. But at the end of the day, if Vybz Kartel don't do it, who else are gonna do it? In this music business right now, if you look upon it, say most of these young artists were boss right now associate themselves with Vybz Kartel. Not Vybz Kartel associate himself with them and then them boss, or Vybz Kartel endorse them and then them boss. It's like before the artists them even get a break in the business, them must say Gaza, them must say Vybz Kartel. And the reason being, because not because you see a man get up and say Gaza, or an artist get up and say Gaza, is because we might try to get a break or what. But Vybz Kartel is a prime example out there. You understand me? So definitely a lot of people see Vybz Kartel as an opportunity. That's why them love Vybz Kartel, and that's why them wanna big up Vybz Kartel from before them get the break. Because if you look at history, you know, you can see say, oh, listen, remember say people used to say Bounty a lot, you know. You know why? Because Bounty Killer was that person who helped a lot of people in dancehall and give a lot of people break in dancehall. So if you is a youth from a ghetto, or if you is a youth from an era where a lot of artists is not there, or a lot of opportunities not there, it's like you're going to try to reach out to the person who you think can help you. So a lot of these guys right now who you see get popular, like the people them in the 6 now, is not because they just get up and say, you know what? Vybz Kartel. You understand me? I say most of them rate Vybz Kartel lyrics, rate Vybz Kartel talent and everything. But at the end of the day, a lot of them did try to reach out to Vybz Kartel too at the end of the day, because when you look on it, Vybz Kartel help a lot of young people. You understand me? So a youth can say, you know what? Me come from Mobi, you know, and I see Vybz Kartel help Tamil, you know. So right now, you see, because me listen to Vybz Kartel a lot, and I rate Vybz Kartel a lot, me I go say Gaza to you know. So probably Vybz Kartel can look over here and say, you know what? Like how the youth can say Gaza, me I go help him too. You understand me? But what me not understand now is this thing here. If Vybz Kartel about and not help no artist, you go hear say Vybz Kartel bad mind, Vybz Kartel fucked up, Vybz Kartel have the source and means to can help an artist, but him not help nobody. Why am I move like Beanie Man? So you go hear all type of negative things about Vybz Kartel if him don't endorse or help nobody out there. You understand me I say? And then a lot of people have if you say, yo, here what Vybz Kartel a fall off, or Vybz Kartel thing drop, that's why him a latch on to the younger artists them thing right now. No. It's like me not understand, like if the people them don't know dancehall, or if they are uneducated, or what is the problem with people. Make them not understand say, yo, and not just to the Vybz Kartel endorse young artists. Una act like say when Ja Vinci then they get them break, then did all. When Popcorn they get him boss, him never all. When time Lisa Hype and the whole of them they get them breaking in the business, them never all. The whole of them was young. So when Vybz Kartel did help those younger kids then to become somebody in a dancehall, in a latch on to them for your hype. But all of a sudden when they help a next set of young artists out there for reach them goal faster and easier. Now all of a sudden him a look strength from the younger artists them. Now all of a sudden him a fall off because him a help young people. Remember say Vybz Kartel help the most young people in a dancehall. Because Vybz Kartel name is that powerful that if Vybz Kartel put him name next to an artist, that can be them break. Use Massacre as an example. Now know some Massacre did get a fight in the business for a minute. But once Vybz Kartel put film stamp of approval for Massacre career, that was it. The rest is history. You can see Massacre on a different level in a career right now. When would I really want to know what is the crime or what is so bad with Vybz Kartel helping other people? Because when Vybz Kartel did it before, it was all good. Big up Vybz Kartel. I love when I help the young youth them. I love when I give the ghetto youth them a chance. So why when I help the ghetto youth them now for reach somewhere, it's like it's a problem now. It might feel fall off for help. From me know Vybz Kartel in this music business, people, if you don't really have some intelligence and don't know about dancehall, from ever since Vybz Kartel get him boss, him ever try help the people them around him. He ever have some young artists around him when him try for boss in the business. All I look a friend them, him try boss in the business from when him just get fame break. Me never see Vybz Kartel as a man who say, you know what? Una can stay over here so I get my big break in the business and I go forward back and help una. Una know if una a real dancehall fan, una know say Vybz Kartel help people from the first day him put him foot in the business. So what's so different now? Vybz Kartel help artists over 15 years now in dancehall. No, actually over 18 years now Vybz Kartel help young artists in a dancehall. So why all of a sudden? And because him fall off, him a help the people them from Moby or the Six. Remember say Vybz Kartel did be not do it with Tamale. So when Vybz Kartel did endorse Tamale, nobody then say, Vybz Kartel fall off, that's why I'm about Tamale. Come nobody then say, Vybz Kartel a latch on to the younger artists them because him see same time up or whatever. Why all of a sudden it is such a problem? Me don't know if a bad mind or what, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, people. You understand me I say? Whether you join with Vybz Kartel, because at the end of the day, it seems like say joining with Vybz Kartel to some people who don't know dancehall is a bad thing, right? Because basically, once you join with Vybz Kartel, you can't be number one in a dancehall because you latch on to Vybz Kartel and Vybz Kartel are always be the man in that crew or that camp, so you can't be number one. So, I want to ask the people them who intelligent now. If you join with Vybz Kartel, you can't ever be number one. Or you can't be number one. So name the artist who no say Gaza or name the artist who no like Vybz Kartel who is number one right now. Who take Vybz Kartel place in a dancer right now? Because since if you join with Vybz Kartel, you're not gonna reach number one. So tell me the artist who no join with Vybz Kartel who reach number one. No artist, whether you link with Vybz Kartel or you not link with Vybz Kartel, until Vybz Kartel say, yo, listen me, my time up in a dancehall. You can't be number one. You can't replace Vybz Kartel. You can't take Vybz Kartel's spot. Whether you join with him, whether you say Gaza or you say another camp. So what is the sense? I don't understand what the sense people are trying to make like, yo, once you join with Vybz Kartel, you can never be number one because Vybz Kartel. Alright, me hear you. So name the artist who no link with Vybz Kartel who is number one then. Because we still not see nobody who replace Vybz Kartel. We still not see no artist who take over from Vybz Kartel, whether you link with him or not. So what is the point? Why people so upset? Why people so mad that Vybz Kartel help some young youth in their business? What him do over 18 years now? Most of artists them was teenager when him start help them. So what the difference now? Him then fall off back then when him help Little Popcorn and them? But I know him a fall off when he established in the dancehall business and I end up some young artists who know say rate him. I don't understand people what's the beef or what's the problem, but the 8 train is alive. You understand me? And then can ball from now till a morning. Listen me. Then can ball from now till a morning. Vybz Kartel not gonna stop help people because that's the only thing I'm guilty of. And you can't take Vybz Kartel #1 spot. Whether you say Gaza or you don't say Gaza, you can't overthrow Vybz Kartel, alright? You don't know what your boss is. Bless up yourself, alright?